Okay guys, it's fan mail time. Totally kidding. I'm not there yet. Oh, I don't want you to see my name. Okay, so this is God, I need to stop saying I'm working on it, guys. I'm trying to get better at it. Okay, so this is a performance torque converter, PTC. Some of the best in the business for turbo LS stuff. God, there it was again. Oh boy. Okay, so I'll try to make this a short story, but I originally bought a converter from Winner's Choice in Pennsylvania. They closed down about a year after I bought my converter, but it took me about 6 months to get the car going and actually get to use it. Well, it ended up working good as a foot brake converter. Oh boy, what am I gonna do? It ended up working good as a foot brake converter, but I felt like it was going to be too tight for trans brake. So when I put a trans brake in my Turbo 400, I sent that converter out to PTC to have them redo it. Well, they redid it and they did a great job. I think it was originally a 10.5 inch converter, so pretty big old billet plate, anti-ballooning plate, real heavy. When they got it, they said they had to convert it to a 10 inch or something like that, put a different front cover on it. So they redid it, worked their magic, changed the stator in it, and when I got it, I think I got maybe, this was on the new setup with the Wagon cage, mini tub, all that crap. So when I first got it in the car, took it to the track, I think I got 2 outings out of the converter before it broke, but somehow I ended up breaking the stator, however you want to pronounce it, in the converter. And the symptoms of that were, I got about 8 passes out of it. So the last 3 passes, I noticed it was harder and harder to get up onto my 2-step limiter. So I think I had it set to, boy, I don't know, 3,500, 3,600, maybe 37, I don't know. So the pass I knew something was up was when, it was one of my fastest passes so far, but I got up on the trans brake and it got up to like 3,500 and it would not rev any more than that. It just stayed there and it wouldn't pop. So I thought that was very odd. That's when I kind of knew I had an issue. So the pass after that, next pass after, I get up, go do my burnout, and the motor just falls on its face. It was really weird. Not thinking too much of it, hoping it was something simple or a fluke. I went ahead and staged. Well, when I staged, went to go get up on the converter, and the motor fell on its face at like $2,000. I mean, just completely bogged down. And I got the car back in the pits, and I got up on the 2-step again, or engaged the trans brake, and I noticed a loud squeal noise, and it was falling on its face. So, and it wouldn't fall on its face in neutral, only in gear with load on it. So I knew I had something wrong. I ended up taking my whole tranny apart, trying to find something wrong with the tranny, because I build my own trannies, Turbo 400s. So I couldn't find anything wrong. Called PTC, told them, hey, something's not right. I'm pretty sure I hurt the converter. They said 90% of the time it's always the tranny or the tune. Well, my tune, I looked over my tune, looked over plugs. I mean, I looked over everything. I was almost positive that it was something in the transmission, because I doubted the converter. You know, converters don't break that easy. So, and I wasn't doing nothing serious with it. I mean, I was probably running 6.4s or something with it. So I ended up using my uncle's FTI 9-inch converter. It was a backup converter. So I ended up throwing the transmission back together, put the this is turned out to be a long story, isn't it? So I ended up putting the FTI 9-inch converter in after I put the Turbo 400 back together, and the car worked great. And I ended up running my 590 on that 9-inch, but it ended up being loose once I started turning the power up with this next gen S488. But anyways, so now I got the real deal here. This is the high-end 9.5 inch billet PTC 15-0 stator with an LS1 hub, so I don't have to use an adapter or anything. 3-bolt flange, and this is how you get them. They give you 2 stickers. These are badass. If you see one of these on the back window of a car, you know it's fast. Mine's under the hood, that's how you know. Okay, so torque converter installation, they give you some instructions. For some people don't know about, for the people that don't know about converter spacing, this might be a good thing to read over. So yeah, 3/16 between the flex plate and converter pad with the converter pushed all the way in. That's important. You want roughly 3/16, you can have a little bit less. Well, yeah, it says right there. Pull the converter forward minimum of 1/8 of an inch, maximum 3/16. Use flat washers. So you can see what that says. I'm not going to read everything. Put one cord in. But yeah, that's that. That was probably unnecessary, but whatever. Here it is. It's a torque converter, guys. Oh, one-handed. This is tough. You can see how it's got a longer snout than most traditional turbo 400 converters. Big block Chevy, small block Chevy, whatever. So, I think they use Nissan cores or something. I'm not too sure on that. I just know they work. They work really damn good. They give you bolts. So, I'm excited to get this in the car. And it should be a completely different animal. I mean, completely different. I had a 373 in the wagon, rear gear, and I had to switch into a 327 because doing calculators online and stuff and seeing what other people run. Surprisingly, a lot of fast 8th mile guys run 327 gears. I don't know why that is, but oh well. The same reason I went to 327 is to get that starting line ratio down with the Turbo 400. I would love to run a power glide, but not in the wagon. Something like the Cutlass old and boosted, that would benefit from a power glide real well. Power glides work great for the 8th mile and quarter mile, but heavier cars, it's harder to get the converter right with the power glide setup. So where was I going with that? Oh yeah, so going to 327 gear, as you know, puts more load on the converter. So I'm going from a 373 to a 327. That FTI 9-inch really, I started seeing the downsides to that. The car went faster, but yeah, converter definitely needs changed. And it's actually working really good. We're actually going to put that FTI 9-inch in the Mustang, twin turbo Black Betty Mustang. I think it's going to suit that car really well. The 4.8 liter needs it. It needs, because with that 9-inch I have now, I can get it up to $4 grand on the converter, pretty easy, pretty quick, and it's pretty streetable. So that FTI 9-inch is going in the Mustang. I think it's a win-win in my book. I cannot wait to try this out. Next thing I got in the mail today was, let's see if it says here. Does not say, but that is the part number. This is somebody on Sloppy Mechanics posted about a cheap 4-bar map sensor. So I was just looking for 4-bar map sensors all over the place, and they're pretty hard to find. I know Holley sells like a 5-bar. You can get like 5-bar transducers and 0 to 5 volt sensors. I don't really like those. I mean, I'm sure they'd work fine, but I don't need a 5-bar map sensor. I'm not going to be running 50 pounds of boost. However, running my 3-bar map sensor, I was running upwards of 28 pounds of boost on a couple runs. And the weaknesses of the converter really showed that. But I honestly, if I have enough fuel, I want to run more than 30 pounds because I'm running 706 heads and LS1 intake. So not the most efficient setup, but I might be seeing some 30-pound runs, so I thought it'd be wise to pick one of these up before they all sold out. I think I got the last one, and I just wanted to show you guys that these are legit. And since I'm running LS1 intake, I'm pretty sure that I can just put this in the intake, in the back of the intake. I don't know, they use the orange rubber sleeves on the older style map sensors in the LS1 intakes, but I think it'll work. There's the part number, AC Delco. So yeah, this is a genuine sensor. This was 24 bucks. I think it's 21 bucks before shipping and taxes on Amazon. Crazy good deal. Yeah, really good deal. So if you guys are needing a 4-bar map sensor, if you think you're going to be running more than 30 pounds of boost, highly suggest getting this. It seems like I haven't used it yet, but I'm sure it'll be just fine. Anyways, that's it for this video. There it was again. I'm trying to work on my ums. But anyways, yeah, that's it for this video. Oh, one more thing. It looks like it's going to rain Saturday. That was our test and tune day. But they already went ahead and changed the day to Sunday. So, well, Saturday's still on, but if it rains, we're gonna. What I'm saying is we're gonna race no matter what this weekend. So, super excited. I got a wedding Friday, and I got my boys with me. My wife works nights, so it's gonna be a little tricky getting this converter in, but I'm gonna make it happen, and we're gonna get some good racing videos for you guys this weekend. So, be good and be safe. Stay tuned.